Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to That's What's All Stout. I'm your host, Greg. Today we have a special holiday edition. But first of all, happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate, enjoy the holiday season. So today on the show, we have my favorite Christmas beer overall. It's known as the Mad Elf by Troegs Brewing Company out of Hershey, Pennsylvania. And I'm trying something a little bit different today. I actually had saved this version of Mad Elf from last year, from 2016, and wanted to try and compare it against a 2017 one. I didn't notice any kind of changes being announced from Troegs regarding Mad Elf. In terms of the packaging, they look almost identical. And just looking at the sides, the ABV, IBUs, hops used, and yeast used are all the same. So it's 11% ABV, the IBUs are 15, the hops are Saaz and Hallertau, and the yeast is Spicy Belgian. So let's try to see if there's any difference between the 2016 version versus the 2017 one. And I'm going to try to hope to remember which is which.
Santa is here, sleigh bells are ringing, 21 elves, they are all singing, Kmart is closed.
Alright, so we're back with the beers. I'm going to give 2016 a shot first. In pouring it, it seemed to be a little flat, so I'm hoping everything is going to be okay with it. I did see on the back of the bottle over here, it's a little bit past the freshness date, which is 10/27/2017, I believe, if I'm reading that correctly on the side. So about 2 months passed, but we'll give it a taste. So on the nose, getting a little bit of a boozy flavor, a little bit of a boozy scent. A little bit of like a cognac type smell to it. Liqueur. Okay, so on the taste, big honey right up front. A little bit of spices, a little bit cinnamon, a lot of clove, I would say, and some cherry. I remember in the past that that Mad Elf always had like a lot of cherry, and I think ever since they kind of switched over to, they had a label change. Unfortunately, it's not the 2016 version. I believe it was in 2015. Where they had an older label. I'm not sure if the recipe changed at that time, but I remember it being a little bit more of like a cherry and honey kind of combo together. So let's give 2017 a shot now too. So on the nose, not as pronounced. This one has a lot brighter of a flavor to it. Might be the freshness. It's a little bit crisper. But what I noticed about this one is there's not that much honey. Like this one in 2016, it really kind of right away, honey was right up front. This one, it's a little bit more balanced and it's kind of more towards the back end. So in 2017, on this version, there's a lot of malt going on and kind of bringing everything together, bringing the honey, a little bit of cinnamon, and all that spice flavor, cherry as well, all ties it together. In 2016, I don't get that as much with the malt. I'm getting a lot more. I think 2016, to my taste buds, at least, is a little bit more spicier. I'm getting more bigger flavors, more pronounced flavors, whereas it's spice, it's honey, it's cherry, kind of all tied up front. very sharp flavors as well. In terms of the hops, I don't really taste a difference here if one is hoppier than another. They seem to be kind of comparable. As a brand line from Troegs, Mad Elf is typically pretty sweet to most people. Both of these, I would say, are pretty sweet beers, but it is kind of balanced with the little bit of hops, a little bit malt, and then your spices. And I don't really get that cough syrup flavor from it. I know a lot of times when you incorporate cherries into beer, you have that sweetness to it. It kind of doesn't taste right. But for me, this is a pretty decent beer. One of my favorite go-tos for the Christmas season. In 2016 version, I am getting a little bit more of a citrus peel, probably an orange peel, I would say, flavor to it. And I think that's kind of cutting through some of these bigger flavors that are up front. And I think both beers kind of leave you with a little bit of a cracker finish. Kind of you get like a bready aftertaste from the yeast. So overall, the Mad Elf is a great beer in the Troegs lineup. Definitely go out and be sure to try it. It's available pretty much from mid-November through December. I always give this a 5 stars. I have to continue it. But in terms of differences, I think just the flavor profiles differ a little bit from 2016 to 2017. Could be just because of the aging. But overall, Mad Elf is a great brand line from Troegs. Definitely should be sure to go out and try it, especially during the holiday season. And as always, that's what's all stout. Happy holidays to you and yours. Happy New Year. And as always, for the last time in 2017, Prost.